wishing all my soul sisters all around the world a happy Women's Day. Today is a day to celebrate our journey, our contribution in the field of education, social, economic, political, innovation, in all the fields. It is also a time for us to assess how far have we come and what is the distance we are yet to travel. So my dear sisters, I celebrate you, each one of you, and I also have immense gratitude for all the people who have supported me, who have supported women in their lives, in their offices, in the society, in the neighborhood, for them to be able to live a good life, for them to be able to work well. Thank you for supporting us. We have come this far with your support, understanding, and love. Today, on Women's Day, the theme for this year is Embrace Equity. And what does equity mean for women? All this time, all these generations, we were fighting for equality, that opportunities, resources are given equally to girls and women. But now we have to go a step further and acknowledge and accept that the circumstances for girls and women are very different from that of others. And then we have to work around to give equal outcomes by giving that extra thoughtfulness, that extra policy, that extra accommodation to accommodate our circumstances. And that is what we mean by embrace equity. But when we are working to make the world change for the development, growth, and empowerment of women around the world, sisters, let us also practice the same value in our everyday lives when we deal with women, and not just women, with every citizen. Let our fight for our rights not be a stumbling block for the rights of others. Let us appreciate what others are going through, and at the same time nurture, support, help, understand, and uplift other women, because we have many women in our lives. And if we practice this, in the entire environment and dynamics around the world will change. There are three things that I want to share from my life experience on the occasion of Women's Day for the benefit of other women. And the first thing I would like to share is we always talk about leadership, about success, how to climb up in our lives. We are preparing for that, but we never talk about falling down, about failures, about when things don't go our way. But then leadership, and if you want to think about success, we have to expect failures and setback. We have to expect things to not go our way. Many times this will happen in our lives, and we have to better know how to manage those episodes in our lives. For instance, the world will tell that if you get married very early, then your career is over. When you have a child, people told me that, you will not be able to really do well in your career. And then when I was in a corporate job briefly for 2 years, while being a social worker, having a social worker education, people told me that your CV is not going to look good, and the corporate job is not going to add, and there's going to be confusion, and your career is not going to take off. The similar things happened when I was caught in a phase where my salary was in a particular bracket, and I felt that I was being underpaid. So people said that you are going to be stuck in this forever. And then there were also setbacks, like recent setback where I have been completely immobilized by an injury to my spine, and thoughts of whether I'm going to be back, what is going to happen to my work, things plague me. But then I want to tell you that these are just fears and insecurities, and you can pick up yourself from whichever situation you are, provided you accept your situation, you expect such things to happen, and it is part and parcel and actually very normal, because when a thing is lifted up, that is the not normal situation, and when a thing is fallen down by the force or pull of gravity, that is the normal state. So all the time we are successful, we are up there, we are flying high is the time that our efforts are raising up. But when we fall down and we reach the rock bottom, we have to understand that actually that is the normal. And when we redefine success and failure, and we see failure as a temporary setback, we actually can do a lot to pick ourselves up. And three things which really helped me is to be positive and not let self-doubt creep in. The second thing is to rely on your support system, to create a support system in ordinary times, people who nurture you, and to rely on them. It's not bad to ask for help. It is good to ask for help. Third thing is to keep on trying different things and to try different approaches. And the last thing is try till you succeed. And I'm sure that we will be in a better stead and not there of self-pity and just wasting away. And the second thing that I want to share on the occasion of Women's Day is we have to change our little girl personality. When we are born, when we are in a very protective environment, growing up within our families, being chaperoned, being protected, we have a particular personality. But now we are women, we are professionals, we are change makers, we are leaders, we are leading our organizations, we are leading our states, our nations. We are now grown up and mature. We need to throw away the little girl personality, which was about not to talk to strangers, not to approach a man for help, and all this we do because we are always forever trying to escape a situation of stalking, violence against us, harassment or character assassination, and morality judgment. We're always trying to do that, but as a result we end up living in an island. We make an island and we live in that island, and then we wonder, why does a glass ceiling exist? Is the glass ceiling only because of discrimination based on gender, or is it because women like to live on an island? I know women who are middle-aged, have grown-up children in colleges, and they are business women, and they have lows in the business, and they wonder why. And I also then see that they don't pick up calls after 7 o'clock, and when a man is reaching out for collaboration, they feel that they're hitting on them, and they have got set timings, and each approach to them for business or conversation is seen from that prism of living in an island and the little girl syndrome. I think we need to grow out of it while taking care of our safety, we need to remember that we are women now, we are professionals now, and our leadership depends upon how we embrace every gender, every age, every person in our engagement. Last but not the least, I want to focus and stress upon the need for us to develop skills to assess our risks and dangers better from an upbringing and a time where our functionality was limited and we were protected and, like I said, chaperoned. Now we have higher levels of freedom, mobility, functionality, rights and recognition. Now is also the time to practice real good skills and instincts to assess our risks, because women's safety, in spite of how much women have progressed, is a big concern, not just in India but around the world. So I hope you have a great Women's Day and you celebrate it with your soul sisters, like I am doing now. I'm heading for the Women Economic Forum and Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry Wiki Women's Day celebration here in Bengaluru. We're going to be near 400 of us, and it's a meet and greet kind of event, a program. But I'm really looking forward to meet my soul sisters, because I've been living literally on my own for the last few months, like I said, because of a medical setback, and I really want to feel the energy of my tribe and replenish my strength. And I hope you have ample opportunity to replenish yours. Happy Women's Day, my soul sisters.